Hey everybody, I'm back again with another Hercules review. Today we're looking at issue 2 from Hercules' 1982 series. We've got a new shirt. Check it out. Featuring the mighty one himself, the Prince of Power, Hercules. And Hercules' adventures start, well, it all starts with Hercules doing a little idle boasting as Hercules gets challenged to a race, unbeknownst that he was being fished. Hercules puts 1,000 credits and the pink slip of his chariot up against some bracers. Of course, Hercules, being Hercules, agrees to get the money after he loses, not knowing that the guys had their engine souped up. Of course, Hercules, being a man of honor, says he'll get the money, and he decides to get the money in the most Hercules way possible by rescuing a fair maiden, of course, because that's what Hercules does. He decides he's going to rescue a fair maiden because, you know, I'm Hercules. Fair maiden in trouble. I need money. Of course, I will rescue the maiden and get the money. So, of course, Hercules does what no one else can do. As his buddy the Recorder records everything for posterity. And, of course, like all maidens, she falls in love with Hercules. Unfortunately, Hercules' robot power gets his hand blown off. Hercules decides to keep the gal because, apparently, the police had no intention of paying the reward. So Hercules decides to, basically keep her around, as he figures she's owed the reward and she's safer with him in case the pirates decide to retaliate. They get Hercules' robot buddy fixed, and Hercules gets a new set of clothes. Black and orange. Personally, I like the green uniform better, but it is what it is. Then Hercules weaves a tale about tells a story about him falling in love with a mortal woman and then being summoned by Zeus, and then when him coming back, her dying of old age, and him realizing the different lifespans of humans and everything. Of course, we find out this is a story, but then she tells a story about being forced to marry this lizard and everything. Of course, later on, we find out that's a story too. Actually, she really is in love with the lizard man who is trying to get her back and everything. Hercules, of course, realizes this and later turns her over to him, realizing that they really are in love and he's protecting her from the wrong person. Because you're one of the robots in jail, he's a recorder. He was trying to peek in on what Hercules was doing because, well, he's a recorder. Look at some of these old lands. But at the end of the day, Hercules gets the money back, gets the chariot, and he pays the guy's hospital bill because they tried to mess with his chariot. overall, a good comic, but I really don't like when people trick Hercules. So I'm gonna give this a 3 out of 5. I don't think it was as good as the first issue, but still pretty good overall. And I look forward to seeing what happens in the next issue, but we're probably gonna take a break from this as it's Western months coming up. So we're gonna take a break from our friend the Prince of Power. And we're going to focus on the Westerns. So, that was my review of Hercules issue 2 of his 1982 limited series. And probably the next time you'll see me talk about the mighty Prince of Power will be sometime after April. Until next time, you've got the power of Hercules. Comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new. And let me know what you think of my Jeremy and I's Prince of Power series. I'm looking on doing a new series in the near future. It will actually be on a more modern comic series. I've been doing a lot of older comic series, but I'm actually thinking of focusing on one that's a bit more modern. So I'm going to do a different take on it. I think suits me a little bit more, but yeah, so stay tuned for that. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but I think you'll like my take on it. Alright, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new. Until next time, remember, comment, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you're new, and remember, you've got the power of Hercules. We'll see you next time.